Hello and welcome to the mechanic video for Ghosty's house, aka Ghosty Loves You. My name is Dylan Bennett, and I am going to discuss today how I got two mechanics in, descending through floors and ascending through floors, and also this invisibility mechanic, which, as you can see, has a little widget bar that ticks down until the end, and then will toggle invisibility, recharge the bar, and whenever the bar is full, the bar will disappear. So let's get into that. The things that I'm going to discuss first is the collision settings. I leveraged Unreal quite heavily for this, and the purpose of this is that Ghosty is able to pass through things, sneak around as Ghosty sees fit. However, items Ghosty is unable to bring with him, meaning that the player actually can scout around, but actually has to navigate the game to move objects around. So let's get into how I did that. So really, I leveraged Unreal Engine's collision settings quite heavily for this. I went into my project settings, into my collision settings, and I made custom presets and custom object channels. So I have a specific object for the floor, and what that allows me to do is that I can click on things like this floor right here, and I can, as you can see, it comes with my collision settings. I can set the object type to floor. What that allows me to do is in this custom profile preset, I can say, well, let's block everything except for the floor. So any objects that are labeled with this floor tag, or as this floor object type rather, we're just gonna ignore it. We're gonna act like it doesn't exist. So into the blueprints, we have it running off input action, and all we're simply doing is you hold down the spacebar. I'm going to switch you to the flying mode, and I'm going to switch your collision profile to that custom profile that passed the floor, so now you can go through the floors whenever you release the key or it's completed. I'm going to switch it back to walking, and I'm going to set your collision profile back to pawn so that Ghosty walks around on the surface like it's a normal floor. It's quite simple. Just needed a bit of engine knowledge, and that was that. As you can see with the crouch, we can go through the floors by holding crouch. Same thing, hold it, switch collision profile, and then flying, release it. We're going to be walking, and we're going to be flying. So that is it for that. Now, onwards to the invisibility. So the invisibility allows us to sneak around the house. So I'm going to come down here and scare the family members. Yeah, see, they run away. They're not very happy about seeing a ghost in their house. I don't know many people that would. But what the invisibility does is it allows Ghosty to walk in front of people and not freak them out until you do. So let's explore how I got this done. Let's see. So there's a couple components to this. The first thing that I am doing is I've got a boolean that I'm just toggling to help handle the check. I've got an event right here that you can see, which is used to force the invisibility to toggle again whenever the meter hits 0, and you have to become visible again. So another component is that we have this loop. We have loops for becoming invisible, and that is what's going to help manage the status bar and taking that down. There is also a if I can find it. Yeah, this timeline for invisibility. So essentially, I'm just changing the transparency, and just changing the transparency to get Ghosty to fade out a little bit for player affordance, and then actually becoming invisible. Whenever I'm invisible, I'm just unregistering Ghosty from as a stimuli source for the AI perception component in the nav agents. And then whenever you become visible again, I re-register you, and we make you visible again, like non-transparent, opaque. So I'll look into So look into the entire workflow, right? So you press shift, you're not invisible. I'm gonna toggle you to be invisible. Um, so I'm gonna do a check right here. I'm gonna see if this timer down here has been active, the one that's like ticking up upwards and refilling your bar. If that is there, we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop that timer, and then we're gonna start the countdown timer. If that timer isn't available, like the bar is full, we're just gonna start counting it down. So we're just incrementing it by a small size over a quick time. We're looping it, and each time that we tick this, I update the that radial widget that I have over here as a component, the widget component, and I'm gonna check to see if the invisibility meter is less than or equal to 0. And as soon as that does happen, I do force the invisibility to toggle off, right? So that would pop back here, fire off this delegate, and flip invisible, the as invisible boolean. Let's say no, you're not invisible anymore. There would be this timer up here would be active, so we would clear it, and then we would start the counting up timer, as well as making you visible. And as we're on this tick for the uptick, different increment size, different timing, and to get things nice and smooth and balanced, updating the radial widget again, and this time we're going to be checking to see if the bar is full, so at more or less or equal to 1. And when that happens, we're going to go ahead and stop this timer right here, the count up timer, and we're going to hide the widget. So yeah, that's it. That's how you get through floors, and that's how you turn yourself invisible to AI perception. Pretty simple. Just needed a little bit of engine knowledge, and you got it. All right, thank you very much. Have a great day.